Okay, hi guys, Matt Rhodes here, and I'm here with Pavlo Nakonechnyy.
Hi guys.
Now, as you guys know, there's been a lot of talk about Pavlo with an incident that happened at Giants Live. I woke up the day after and I had literally hundreds of messages on my Instagram. I honestly thought someone had died, first of all, because it was all, have you heard, have you heard? And it transpired that somehow a story had come out from backstage that there'd been a fight between Pavlo and Alexei Novikov. And of course, this story is now built, and there's a lot of people given their version of it that weren't there. Almost immediately after, Pavlo sent me a message on Instagram saying, God, I feel so bad about this, what's happened. The problem is Pavlo is obviously Ukrainian. English isn't his first language. He wasn't sure what was the best thing to do. So I'm simply giving Pavlo a platform to now say what he wants about this incident. So Pavlo, what would you like to tell everybody about what happened there?
Hi guys, I want to say sorry for this situation, which was after competition. I say sorry, Giant Life staff, other people who see live stream, and other athletes. It's situation.
Well, yeah, I can say, obviously, people would know maybe that I speak Russian, and this is a long-standing situation, a lot of kind of public feuding in Russian language that nobody was aware about before this. But this was what you're trying to say, I believe, is there was a long-standing situation between you and Alexei before this happened, right?
Yeah.
Just to say as well, this isn't a video to say that also that, you know, you were in the right and Alexei was in the wrong, or vice versa. You're simply wanting to apologize for what happened there. We all know Alexei, obviously, he's familiar to us. He was world's strongest man. He's probably, in my opinion, the most consistent and best strongman over the last 2 years. So this is nothing on Alexei. My wish, and I think most of the strongman public, is that this is the end of this feud, and we've got two great strongmen now from the Ukraine, and that you guys can, you know, get along and both give the public what they want, which is two brilliant strongmen going at it. I would say, guys, there's a lot of stories come out after this, one of which was that Pavlo then didn't go and meet all the fans afterwards, but you did, right?
What? Sorry, I'm not.
After the competition, there's meet and greet with the fans, take photos. You went and did that.
Yeah. It's very cool stories. This meeting, it's very good for athletes in the mind.
Yeah, because there were stories that you didn't do that, and I checked that out. You told me you did, but of course I wanted to be sure. And sure enough, staff there and even fans sent me photos and said you were there, you did do all of that. So that's what I mean. From one incident, it all builds into all these different stories. So it's a fact that there was this fight between you and Alexei. It's a fact that you should never have done that. There's no place for fighting there. Of course, the people in there could be upset by that. There's absolutely no place for that in this sport. This is your first time at a major comp, and hopefully you've learned a lot from this incident, and before long you'll be allowed to compete again, and from now on it will only be you in competition, right, as opposed to any type of personal stuff getting involved. I think it's fair to say. Yeah. I've got to say as well, as many of you guys will know, this is 21 years I've been going to World's Strongest Man, Giants Live, IFSA before Giants Live started. People say that this never happened before. It did. I was witness to a fight between athletes at World's Strongest Man. The thing that's different is that this never used to be public information. What went on behind the scenes stayed there. Now, I don't know how this information got out this time, because obviously by the time I saw it in the morning, it was all over the place, and I'm not interested in that. But just to tell people, this does happen because you've got huge guys that are in peak condition for lifting weights, and particularly in deadlift world records, a lot of you guys go to pretty dark places in your mind to be able to lift these weights. So it's never a situation that's particularly friendly necessarily. Doesn't excuse at all what happened there. There's no place for fighting, but it's not always quite what people think behind the scenes, because all the guys in the sport are great when they're out of competition mode, but in it, things are very different. So I just want to highlight that fact. It's never any excuse for fighting, but do remember what goes on behind the scenes is a bit different to what goes on in the public eye. So from your point of view, Pavlo, as I say, I know you've got a lot of regret about this situation. You understand that this can never happen, no matter what for you. This is never going to happen again, something like this, right?
Yeah. It's not good situation. It's only our problem with Alexei going to few months to the competition, and it's only our, and it's very bad that the start for the competition, it's situation.
Yeah, of course. Because otherwise, if we just say a bit about this competition, because of course now everybody's talking about that, and I just want to talk about strongman. That's the sport I love, and that's what I want to talk about. And otherwise, we had your debut. Everyone was very excited about that. About the deadlift, you skipped your increment from the 450s up to the 505. Did you do that just because you thought you'd be too tired if you pulled like a 470?
I can pull 475, but why this competition, it will be a fault for me. To the competition, we down 10 kilograms for my weight. My weight 175, 180. On the competition, I have 162, 64.
And why is
it's
that?
not. It's ЖКТ, желудок.
Yeah, so you got sick, yeah?
Усвоение пищи, да.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you got ill, and so you lost how much? 10, 15 kilograms?
Yeah. 10 kilograms I down to. It's very big for this weight on this condition.
Okay.
I was ready to this weight in the mind, in the physical, but my body say me last month to the competition, say me, okay, sorry, but I'm going.
Yeah. You in the carry and then the chain pull.
Yeah.
Fell over lots of times. You fell onto the floor.
I'm training carry only 3 times. Three
yeah.
times. It's 3 years.
Okay. So it's
and
practice.
Yeah, I'm like running and 7, and I'm running carry. It's 7 seconds. It's very speed.
Yeah,
7, 8. Yeah. But on the drag, I don't know how I can go to with this drag, and I'm shooting for me, and go down to the
over each time.
Yeah.
And your only other like bad event was the front hold, yeah?
Yeah. It's exercise. We're not training good. It's only okay.
Yeah, that's the thing with strongman. I think these days you have to train event specific, because there's so many good guys, and so many guys have the exact equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I very like stones. It's really easy for me.
Yeah.
We also training 3 times, only 3 times stones. and I'm ready for 200 stones. But Giant Life says that will be 100, 120, 40, 60, and 80.
Yeah. Yeah, if people are not aware about that, Giants Live have 2 sets of Atlas stones. They have a lighter set, light, and then a heavy set. And for the last 2 comps, they use the lighter set just because a lot of guys have been injured and tired after World's Strongest Man. Would you actually prefer the heavier set? You think it would help you? Do you think the more heavy stones would be better for you?
Yeah. I'm going to the record stones.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
With
my personal life, sport life, it's records, world records. It's not first place, second place, third place. Okay, it's good. First place, only first, but record is good. It's for many times. It's 1, 2 years, 3, maybe 10 years. World Strongest Man. It's every year. Okay, it's record. It's very cool.
Although most records also get broken most years, unless your name's Big Z and you do a log press that you can reach. Yeah. I mean, overall, so you finished 4th in the competition?
What?
You finished 4th overall, yeah? Shatiri. You finished 4th in the competition, 4th place.
Yeah.
Live. It was a good result, first one. And usually, of course, the deadlift specialists don't actually do the other events. You know, when Eddie did his record, he never carried on with the other events. Normally, none of the guys do, because, of course, it's taking so much out of your body. So it was a great performance. Everybody excited to see you there. Obviously, you got sick, you lost the body weight, which was very unfortunate. It took away your chance having a realistic attempt. The whole thing has been overshadowed by what happened backstage. It's one of those things. What I would say to everyone is that I in no way excuse this at all. You're here, I'll say it in front of you. I think any type of fighting is disgraceful in the sport. I'll say that, you know, to your face, because there's no point in saying it behind your back. But at the same time, we've all made mistakes in our lives. I know I've done things, and whilst people can say about a ban or something like that, I've heard people say you should never be back again, or 2 years out. You've got a family, this is your job, this is your income. I would just urge people just to think a little bit about what they're saying, think about what's happened in our own lives. Yes, this is not okay. Yes, you have to apologize. This could never happen again. But at the same time, that's not cool for Pavlo to be out of the sport. We want the best guys in the world competing. And when people make mistakes in their lives, the first thing they have to do is own up to it, which you're doing today. And then, in my opinion, people should get another chance. So I hope that happens. I really hope that happens. And I think it takes a big man to come online and apologize. I know this wasn't easy for you, particularly because it's in English language. And I know you were worried if you said something because what people have to understand is in Russian language, Ukrainian, it doesn't translate directly into English, does it? It can not sound the same at all. But I know you were full of regret. So anything else you'd like to say, Pavlo, other than apologize?
I'm very angry for me on this situation. I'm angry for me. I'm only say sorry, and every people is wrong on the life. It's normal. It's our reality. Yeah. But sorry people for this.
And without sounding too much like a teacher or your father or something, this is never going to happen again, right? You've learned from this. This would never happen again.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look, there's nothing more you could do than this after this incident's taken place. You asked me to help you with the language so that you can make an apology to people. This is what you wanted to do. Of course, I said, no problem, we can do this. I think it's the right thing to do. I think an apology was necessary. We've done it. People will now have their opinions, but at least now people have heard from you. You've been able to say what you think about it. I hope the strongman community kind of rallies around. I have so many messages. Of course, I talk to people in the sport a lot, and overwhelmingly, people said, you're a young guy, you've come into this, you've made a big screw up, but the big thing is they still want to see you in this sport. So I do too. And I appreciate you coming on and apologizing. I think you've done the right thing. And I will say as well, obviously, about, once again, Alexei Novikov, he's a great champion too. We just want to see both of you guys competing. We want to see the best guys in the world going at it. Yeah, I think that's all that needs to be said. Let's all start talking about the sport, talking about records, talking about who's going to qualify, and concentrate on that now. Giants Live, I saw, did post some pictures on their Instagram, social media of you at the event. So credit to them. They haven't pretended you weren't there or done anything silly like that. They've carried on showing you pictures and things like that. So a lot of credit to Giants Live, not making like a big thing out of this. I think, they handled that very well too. So I think there's a lot of people in this sport that trying to do the right thing, and long may it continue. Yeah. So Pavlo, what's your plans now? Just to carry on training and wait for an opportunity to hopefully come up at some point?
I'm next preparation after 1 or 2 weeks because I'm rest now. Rest my my stomach. Yeah. Okay.
Where's your picture? Where's your stomach? Живот, да?
What?
Живот.
Yeah, живот. Yeah. Stomach. Rest in stomach and go next preparation to next competition.
Do you know what your next competition will be?
It's now for meeting.
Okay, not sure yet. No?
Yeah.
Just so people are aware, because again, obviously you're pretty new to a lot of people. You won the Arnold's Amateur Europes, correct?
Yeah.
You won every single event on the way to winning.
Yeah, I won every exercise on this competition.
Yeah, so people thought maybe, you're a deadlifter and can you do strongman, but you actually have a pretty damn good record already in strongman. It's just all the concentration on the deadlift. Yeah,
I say that I was ready for this record. I was ready, but my body is wrong for last months. Okay, next will be records. Will be.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do it.
Okay, great. Okay, Pavlo, thanks for coming on here. Good man for owning up to what you did and apologizing for it. The public will be judge and jury, as always, of course, but there's always two sides to a story, and in this case, it's not so much as even sides to it as opposed to just getting the apology out there. So you've done that, and what will be. Yeah. Okay. Спасибо большое.
Спасибо. Дякую. Thanks to all.
Bye.
Bye.
Please subscribe to Rhodes Sport on YouTube. Guys, could you please subscribe to Matt Rhodes Sport?